All right, in this video, we're going to be talking about supplies that you're going to be needing. Now, I recommend listening to me because there's a lot of good information here that you may not know about, so just keep watching. The first thing we're going to do is talk about supplies. And I want you guys to know that the whole beauty of doing brush lettering on your iPad Pro is that you don't need a lot of supplies. Now, they are a little more expensive than traditional brushes. However, they're not going to weigh down your bag and you're not going to have pens leaking everywhere. So if I can convince you to go to the iPad Pro for your lettering, I think that would be pretty great. But just know that supply list is actually what I'm teaching with. If you have a different iPad or a different stylus, you're going to need to go to the Procreate website. Click on, I believe it's community, and then there is, or not community, but help or something like that. There's a FAQ, a frequently asked question, that talks about operating systems and the styluses that you're going to be using. So I can't verify those for you, and I cannot answer technical questions on those for you because I'm just not aware of those things. So let's go ahead and talk about the things that I'm going to be using in this course. The first thing I'm going to be using is the iPad Pro, and you can use any size. Now guys, I have, and I know down here it looks small, and this has a lot to do with camera angles. So if you're looking at different YouTube videos and you're trying to figure out which one you should get, please note that camera angles and what they're using is going to change what this looks like. So based on the camera. So if you're using a wide angle lens, which mine is zoomed out pretty good, can look wide angle, you may be misled about what size you should be getting. So you're going to want to go to the Apple Store or a Best Buy. I prefer Best Buy because it's not as crowded and they will honor any prices, and if sometimes they have things on sale. So go in there and feel it. Put the iPad in your hands. Feel which one you want to use. I'm currently using the 12.9 inch one, so it looks a little small on camera when it's this far away. And I do have the largest size as far as storage capacity. I get asked all the time, should I go for the biggest one? Which one should I get? And all I can say is that's a personal preference for you. I do all of my lettering on my iPad Pro and I make a living with it. So for me, having the largest storage space was really important, and I'm able to write it off as an expense for my business. So whatever you do, just figure that out. So we are using the iPad Pro. Now guys, the iPad Pro is designed to work with the Apple Pencil, which is the stylus we're going to be using in this course. The two go hand in hand. It is the only stylus I believe that works with the iPad Pro from what I have read. I could be wrong. Please don't chastise me in the comments if I am wrong. However, I was told that that is what the two work hand in hand and together. There's a pressure sensitivity built into this machine, and the way this is designed to work with that is like magic. So I am going to be using the Apple Pencil for this. If you don't have one, I highly recommend it. In fact, I have two. I like to shop at Best Buy, and I use their credit card with their options sometimes for 0% interest, or I can get the cash rewards, and that's how I bought my second iPad or my second pencil. And that way, one is always staying charged while I'm using one. Like I said, as a career, this is my business, and so for me, having two has been pretty beneficial for myself. All right, so the other thing, let me just open up here real quick. I'm used to working on an angle, so doing like this may be a little challenging at times for me, so just be aware. So the app we're going to be using is called Procreate, and there is my old one of my letterings from the lettering challenge. So Procreate is the app we're going to be using. It is going to be the most current version of Procreate. It's 4 point whatever at the time of this filming, and that may change if you're watching this later down the road. Procreate is not free for the iPad Pro. It is a app that you can purchase in the Apple Store, and it is $9.99. At this time, it does not work with Android apps, and I do not know of an alternative for working with an Android. So just letting you guys know that. Also, I don't get paid for pushing Procreate or anything like that. I don't work for them. This is just my own use. And this is what people have been using that you see on Instagram all the time for lettering, is the Procreate app. The Procreate app is actually very much designed to work really well with the with iPad Pro and the pencil, and you'll see the pressure sensitivities. And when I start talking about how to form letters, why that's important. Now again, stylus wise, Procreate is going to be compatible with several other styluses. If you're using a different iPad, you're going to want to go again to their website and read the FAQ on which styluses there are. There are quite a few different ones. But ultimately, the Apple Pencil and the iPad are what are designed to work together, and I just recommend investing in them. So that is what you need to get started. There are some additional supplies that I will be using, and one is the Durango brush, which is the brush I created that is free on the website. If you click the link in the description box, you'll be taken to the course page on my website where you can sign up to get the free brush. You do not have to use it in this course, but it is what I will be using throughout the entire course. So if you're interested in that, you can get that and start using it as well. There's another thing that I'm going to be bringing in, and I'll talk about it more, and that's my companion workbook, which has Procreate practice guides in it, and you may see me using that in the course. That is not required in this course. They're just there to help you out if you like to have something to trace over and work with as well. All right, so if you're going to be using anything else in this course besides what I have just mentioned, I can't really answer those questions. You are welcome to join our Facebook group. I will put the link below and ask somebody else if they're using, say, an iPad Air or a different stylus, and maybe somebody else can answer that question for you. Again, Procreate's FAQs have a lot of things there as well. So I hope you'll join my Facebook group, which is the Letter Pixels group. Again, the link is below. And that's it. That's it for our supplies. And I'll see you in the next video.